Hello and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is a daily reading for September 16th, 2019. This is a reading for the collective, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you like what you hear, go ahead and hit like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I just wanted to send a shout out to all of my returning subscribers and viewers and tell you how much I appreciate your comments and your support. You guys are the best. So I hope everybody made it through the Pisces full moon just fine. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what spirit, angels, ancestors, our loved ones, and our spirit guides have to tell us today, September 16th, 2019. Spirit, please tell us what we need to know for September 16th, 2019. Spirit, please tell us what we need to know for September 16th, 2019. Spirit, what do we need to know for September 16th, 2019? Okay. Yep, and if you guys hear any noise, it's my neighbors. They're just a little bit loud today. All right, so the first card out, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. We have the Four of Swords. Wow, some of you guys have really been struggling to release yourselves. Very nice. Wow, okay, very nice. So the Page of Swords in the upright and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, so here we have the overall energy, the Five of Pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. And I'm getting that some of you had a really tough decision to make, especially with the Seven of Cups card underneath. And it may have been a decision that you started making in the full moon, in the new moon. But it could also be, something that culminated in the full moon for you, making a decision and finally being able to make the right decision. You may not have chosen the easiest path, but I do think it was the right path for you. Okay. And I think that's, that is, things aren't always easy, but I want to say that I'm proud of you for doing that, because, sometimes we get stuck in doing the things that are always so easy and so comfortable, and it's not for our greatest good. So I really get this energy here that you've chosen to do what's right, but not necessarily what was easy. The Eight of Swords energy, we have all swords cards coming out, so I'm definitely talking to someone with, not Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That was at the tip of my tongue. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That's this whole reading. Although we do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. Or it just really could have to do with, like, you decided to go with your logic rather than your emotions, and communication is really, really important at this time. And it could also be self-communication, the way you're communicating with yourself. I feel like you've changed that. And I'm really getting this feeling of somebody doing a lot of shadow work. Okay, and basically you needed to get out of a situation that was really bad for you. So here, this person, he's in this really precarious, sort of dangerous situation, although he is being protected back there by this water buffalo. So I feel like this is spirit, your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and your loved ones who are, they're slowly, they're helping you during this time, and they've put themselves between you and that fire, which could be so dangerous. And you didn't really know which way to go, and you felt like you were, either your life had been hijacked, or that you were, that you'd been kidnapped by either feelings, or maybe it was a toxic relationship, or maybe it was just, a way of being that just wasn't serving you. And I think for a long time, you didn't know how to free yourself from this. But with this in reverse, all the work that you've done, and I get that you may have had help from someone, because this person isn't alone. But we can't quite see who it is, so it really could be spirit. Again, it could be, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones, your ancestors, or it could actually be a real person, somebody who helped you get out of this situation. And it wasn't easy. And after doing so, you really need to take a rest. You need to feel safe, because I get the feeling that you didn't feel safe, you didn't feel comfortable, and you're going to need to take that time out and process everything that you've been through, everything that you've learned, okay? And you're just going to surround yourself with people that support you, okay? So if you're leaving a toxic relationship, you know, your friends and your family, but really the people that support you and love you. It may just be closing yourself in your house or in your room for a bit, and just, you know, making sure, you know, you just get your thoughts together and you're preparing yourself for whatever comes next, okay? And if you have animals and you take care of animals, it's, you know, being surrounded by your pack, your tribe, your people, what have you. And again, if you are alone, I really am getting strong coming through here. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, loved ones who have passed are also circling you. You know, they've circled the wagons to let you take this time out here. Here we have the Page of Swords. I love this energy. So it's like this, you know, you're sort of being rebirthed, you know, after this rest and this recuperation, whether it's physical, mental, spiritual, psychological, what have you. You're coming out like a kid again, but you're coming out with a kid that has so much knowledge and so much information and is ready to take on the world, and is ready to cut out all the BS and ready to start fresh and to start clean and to start in their truth. And a lot of people are going to be really, really surprised by this person, because this person is just, you know, I think you might even physically look different. You might look like you've had this weight taken off of your shoulders. You might actually even look years younger, you know, which happens, you know, after a massage or after like some huge breakthrough and after a lot of stress is released. So this is really awesome. And then in the final cards here, we do have the Ten of Swords, and this is just a complete release. This is you finishing this cycle. So whatever had you trapped and in fear and in anxiety and in depression and not moving anywhere, that's all going away. I get this is a deeper reading than just a daily reading, okay? But I do think that, you know, a lot of us have been doing the shadow work, have been trying to manifest and using law of attraction and that sort of thing. And, you know, you're really going to be able to complete this cycle here, all right? And let out all that poison. Okay, and you're ready, you're coming out of it refreshed, renewed, and rejuvenated. And I really, really, this energy is so good, you guys. All right, I'm going to pull some Wisdom of the Oracle cards here to see what energies we can call on for our help, in this situation. I think you guys have been really strong and you've been really focused, and you're finally clearing this, getting out of this. I'm really proud of you guys. The resting tree, patience and stillness. I love that. That's coming out here. You've been through a lot, okay? And there's also 22, which is a really nice number. 4, it adds up to 4, and it's coming out right on top of my 4, right on top of my 8, okay? And this is, if you take a look at this card, the patience and the stillness, you know, you've been through a lot. You deserve a rest, okay? Rest and reflection. You deserve to feel safe. Okay, and wow, I love that. Whoops, I couldn't even shuffle, and the Swan card came out. Transformation, intuition, and patience. So what was I saying earlier? I mean, I think this transformation is gonna be, you know, physically obvious. Getting out of this situation, you're gonna look better, you're gonna look younger, you're gonna look refreshed. People are even gonna ask, like, what did you do? You know, what did you do this weekend? But I mean, I feel like it's a little bit longer than that. Here we have transformation, intuition, and patience. So this is the ugly duckling, you know, flourishing, turning into the swan, sitting so comfortably in who she is in this peace, okay? She's also surrounded by, again, I'm really getting, you know, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, loved ones who have passed on that are really helping you and pushing you towards this peace and this transformation. And we have the number 13, which adds up to the number 4. So that's a really auspicious sign, you guys, because 4s are all about our stability. And this is what you're working towards, because something just wasn't working for you and you were involved in some sort of toxic cycle or some sort of toxic relationship. Again, I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm really proud of you and the work that you've been doing. All right, and then we have the web weaver. Look what number that is. Number 4, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. So everything that you've been doing, it may have taken a while to see the results, but you know, it's karma. Everything you've been working on, you may have felt like a little bit frustrated and like you were never going to get out of this, you know, that life was always going to be really hard. But you know, pay attention to the synchronicities. Those are your guides. Those are your signposts for you know, like, you know, your angels and your spirit guides and spirit pushing you towards doing the right thing, the thing that's best for you. So a number of you may have been seeing signs and synchronicities in this reading. I mean, 22, 13, and 4, everything adding up to 4. So go ahead and look those numbers up for you. But also, I think you've probably been seeing a lot of signs. You may have been seeing a lot of the same animals, you know, or you may have been seeing or hearing, you know, the same name or something that's really been, that more than just, you know, a coincidence, more than just sort of a random coincidence. And I think, you know, you follow those and let those be your guides, and it's all, you know, it's all coming back to you, okay? Like, this is your karma. This is all of the work that you've done or are doing. And I get that you had to take, you know, you didn't take the path of least resistance. You knew you had to, you know, you had to take maybe a harder road, but to get to where you needed to go. And I think that's, you know, I think that's really, really beautiful. I'm going to pull just a few more oracle cards for you. All right, Spirit, please tell us what else we need to know for September 16th. Who can we call upon September 16th, 2019 to help us in our journey? Who else can we call upon September 16th to help us on our journey? Okay, Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Yeah, so this is just the beginning. Okay, so don't take that as sort of a bad sign or like, oh my God, it's not over. You're not going to walk this hard road forever. But, you know, you got yourself out of this energy. And Spirit is applauding you, and you're refreshed, renewed, and you've finished that cycle, and now you're moving on to the next. And that's, oh, there's nothing, you know, that's what we ask for. Okay, and finally we have Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Again, I'm getting really strong, again, you guys, that you are being divinely guided, that you do have loved ones, ancestors, spirit guides. I know I keep repeating that, watching your back and pushing you forward. So do pay attention to those signs and synchronicities. Okay, nice reading, you guys. Really nice way to start off our Monday, September 16th. Spirit, please tell us what else we need to know for Monday, September 16th. No need to worry, okay? So now's the time you can relax. You guys can really relax. You've done such a good job, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you for tuning into this reading. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Should be about there. Leave me a comment, share the video, and definitely give me a thumbs up if you liked what you heard. And remember that I love you all, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day.